Staying on with the ceasefire talks, as per the terms of the US proposed ceasefire deal, fighting at the Israeli-Lebanon border, or the Blue Line, officially ended at 4 a.m. local time. Biden says the deal is designed to be a permanent cessation of hostilities, which is a rather optimistic view at this point. But what does the deal involve and what happens if it is broken? To let our viewers know, this remains a very volatile region as Israel's onslaught in Gaza continues on Hamas. Let's take a look at what this truce entails. What does this ceasefire really mean? The agreement reportedly calls for an initial 60-day halt in fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. Hezbollah forces would leave their positions in southern Lebanon and retreat north of the Litani River, which runs more than 30 kilometers, or that's about 20 miles, north of the border with Israel. Israel, meanwhile, will withdraw its own forces from Lebanon over a period of 60 days. That is 60 days, as the Lebanese army takes control of its territory near the border to ensure Hezbollah does not rebuild its infrastructure there. So it's essentially three parties who are part of the ceasefire. It's Israel, it's the Lebanese army, and it's Hezbollah. Biden has said that the move would allow civilians on both sides to safely return to their communities, quote unquote. Lebanon's Foreign Minister Abdullah Bo Habib has said the Lebanese army is prepared to deploy at least 5,000 troops in southern Lebanon as Israeli soldiers withdraw. The ceasefire agreement has reignited hopes of much-needed respite for Lebanese civilians. But there are questions about how long this truce will hold. Israel insists that it will respond forcefully to any ceasefire violation by Hezbollah, saying that it would retain complete military freedom of action, quote unquote. Now, that could reignite the conflict, putting US-backed diplomatic efforts in jeopardy. To give you a little bit more context here, Israel has already stated that with the ceasefire in place at the Lebanese front, Israel will now focus on carrying out its attacks on Hamas and Iran. And the fact that Israel and Lebanon, and rather Hezbollah and Lebanon, went to war is because of Israel's continuous attacks on Gaza to target Hamas. So where does that leave us as of now? How far will this ceasefire hold? The ceasefire agreement will be monitored by an international panel led by the US, along with thousands of Lebanese troops and UN peacekeepers deployed around the border. US officials have said that Washington will work with the Lebanese army to deter potential violations, but no US combat troops will be stationed in the area. In a joint statement, Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron have said the two nations will work together to ensure the deal's implementation. The basis of this deal has been UN Security Council Resolution 1701, which ended the last all-out war between the two countries back in 2006. The resolution stipulates that the only armed groups in the area south of Lebanon's Litani River should be the Lebanese army and UN peacekeeping forces. There will be no Hezbollah presence in the border regions. Resolution 1701 also prohibits Israel from encroaching on Lebanese territory by land, sea or air. Its implications this time around will be crucial as the 2006 truce held for nearly 2 decades, the longest period of calm in the region since the 1960s.